Well, you've just heard some of our story, but we all have a story. And what is your story? And what would it look like for you to say yes?
I continue to persevere God's call in my life because I believe that His call wasn't the result of my own effort, what I have, what I accomplish, but it was by His grace. And I have complete confidence in the Lord that I need to work with Him so that the unfortunate may also taste and experience His love and His goodness.
At the age of 42 and a 25-year successful career, God, through a friend of mine, tapped me on the shoulder and I was asked would I become a lay employee of the Salvation Army. 4 weeks later, I'd resigned from my position. That was 17 years ago. I've never had any regrets. And I look forward to completing over 25 years' service in His service within the Salvation Army.
Saying yes to God means being intentional and taking steps now to fulfill my calling, even though I feel too young, too inexperienced, instead of waiting for a future perfect moment that will never come. It means sacrificing careers, relationships, things that I love doing, but it's because I know that officership is God's best call for my life.
When I realised that I wanted to work with people, I trained and worked as a science teacher. Through this, I learned really important skills, such as communicating well. God then called me to use these skills in officership, and I've enjoyed the challenge to develop these skills further at training college, ready for my officership journey, serving starting next year.
Koe kutari iyo, ke hoko koe whai whekau, koe whuaki ka katu. Koe kovi nā rite, koe whuakawa pa moe tua. Koe tari ui ka kato ki he otua, tari ui ka kato ki he kautaki. Tari ui ka kato ki he kakai o gui au ki he iki ai. Ka tari ui ka kato hoki ki he mahuika o whamiri. Palo mes mai, te uia te koe, mawai pe. Neongo lahi a ngahi pore, o au ke ngatanga o mamani.
When I asked God what He wanted me to do with my life, I built a shelf in my heart and mind for all the things I might do later. And on that shelf, I put His calling to officership. Saying yes for me has been taking that shelf down and stepping into His calling now, because people need the love of God now, and they need a hope of Jesus now. And there is not time for any of us to put whatever He is calling us to on a shelf.
Mauri ora kia koutou. Kia ora, whaia te iti kahurangi, ki te tō hukue mehe maunga teitei. As an envoy of Te Ope Whakaora, the Salvation Army, this reminds me to aim high, to be persistent, and to never allow anything to get in the way of God's calling in my life. Kia ora.
Tēnei ka Deo Dios ngā wulka tolu. Matani sota o na numa ni dona ngana sota wakadalaka. Dona visoreti ada mai bea o waka iokina, o atora waka mamanda wale tunga. Rosa ka wulka wano na ambaki ni kua, au sama induri tungoa na bata lebu ndondo ni ni tō loto, e na wasi ongoa viti Samoa, Tonga ke New Zealand. Me mai tukuna na nungu italanoa, me waka alonganga takina indua, se mo mbolea kina indua, sa rongoda tiko na kadini kalou kina nonombula. I sota kai tisu, saka ni ndau wakadalaka.
One Sunday morning, I took my baby daughter for a walk and took a shortcut through a Salvation Army car park. I heard the music team preparing, recognised the song, and decided to take my family along to the service that morning.
Since then, the Salvation Army has become our family's spiritual home. 12 years later, we are training as first-year cadets, having responded to God's call on our lives to be Salvation Army officers.
Saying yes to God has meant I've been doing intentional development and growing. This has included online Bible training, counselling, fortnightly mentoring, a marriage course, and more involvement in my local corps. I know next year, as I grow, and to stop digging holes and go into officer training.
I attempted full-time study on 2 different occasions. I was left in debt and without any qualifications. So when I was called to officership, one of my big concerns was the study. Could I keep up? Well, I have not quit yet. But instead, I have found that God has been refining and equipping me to do my best work for the kingdom.
A lot of people say that you need to be called to be a Salvation Army officer. I'm in the 28th year of my officership and I haven't been called. Instead, I've chosen to take my abilities and my passion for the Salvation Army's mission and serve God in this way. Hasn't always been easy, but it's been immensely fulfilling. And on the hardest day, I still don't want to do anything else. In fact, I'd say that being an officer has actually made me a better and more useful human being.
Ai, ko ngā Māori ngā toa a te atua. Yes, Māori are warrior leaders of God. Ai, ko ngā Māori ngā toa o te kingitanga a te atua. Yes, Māori are warrior leaders for God's kingdom. Ai, ko ngā Māori ngā toa o te taua whakaora. Yes, Māori are warrior leaders in this army of God.
Everyone's story is different. What's your story? What does it look like for you to say yes to God?